Hey guys, what's up? Um, you guys can answer that, and I don't really think I'll know what you guys are up to. But anyways, this tutorial is on using jTables right here. It's the last option in our swing controls, and using spinners, which has a very weird name. You would expect it to spin, but it actually doesn't. It's just got two arrows that counts from 0 up to whatever, or down to whatever, negative numbers, to make a integer selection. And okay, so what you do, I've already laid this out. What you do is drag and drop a table, just like everything in Netbeans, and it starts off looking like this. You can see we have title 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 columns, 4 rows, pretty basic. Get rid of that. Now right click on this, go to our table contents, and we greet it with the customer dialog. Table mode, not interested. Columns and rows, we are interested in. So in these titles you can edit them. Obviously, you can also change the type from an object to double string, but keep it as an object because my tutorial is based around that. You can make it resizable, which means you can drag it up and down to make it bigger or smaller. You can make it editable so that the user can type in here and edit stuff. Maybe if you're making a big form, maybe an invoice or something, you guys would want to do that. And you can delete or add things. You basically click on a column, or not a column, well, this is actually a row, so you click on the row and then you click on delete. You can add more. This right here is a spinner, and we can add plenty more, but we're not going to do that. To be happy with this, let's go into our rows, and here you go. You can see it laid out. This is what I did before, so you guys can match them up. So in the movie Transformers 3, I just googled the stuff here. Once again, you can add stuff. Click on insert. I don't understand why they did that, why they have an insert and a count, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, we got this thing set up, and let's add a text field so you guys can see our output on the screen. That's mainly what I use text fields for. It's actually meant for input mostly. I use it for output because I'm a boss. And okay, there we go. We got some stupid error here. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so once again, everything depends on our get data button. So let's actually move that down and move all these a little bit up. There we go. Okay, so everything depends on our get data button. We set everything in a row column, press get data, get our thing out in here. Okay, but before we carry on, basically this is the table that you would lay out first, and then if you want to get stuff out of your table, you do the method that I'm going to show you guys now. And okay, let's get into our source code. Scroll down, and let's tab space that. Okay, so what we do is let's rename our table to movie base for movie database. Obviously this is not a true database, so the first thing we're going to do is type in our, what did I name it, movie base, yeah, dot get model, then another dot get value at. Okay, now width and width, I don't understand what that is for, but basically tables work with a get value function right here. It gets the value at the row, then the column. The row and the column is an integer, so the in programming languages, I don't know how many use this. I'm pretty sure everyone does, but this first option right here, this Transformers 3, is not actually row 1 column 1. It's row 0 column 0, and in Java we don't count 1 2 3 4 5. We count 0 1 2 3 4 5. Sometimes it does get a bit confusing when you're working with large tables, but you just gotta drink lots of that coffee. So yeah. Anyways, let's just say we want to get row 0. This will basically fetch the movie Transformers 3, and obviously we need to put a variable here, so let's put it as an object. Obj1 equals that. Okay, now once again This is an object, it's not a string, so we cannot put it in our text field. But let's convert it. String value equals obj1 plus that. Like I said before, that's how you convert anything to a string. I'll build run. I added a nice little splash screen in my spare time. But okay, anyways, let's click on get data. And nothing happened because I forgot to type it in here. jtext field 1 set text. Put in your value, compile, build, run. Okay, get data, transformers 3. These things play no part yet, we didn't code it in, but you can see it's working. Just to provide a more complex example, let's get 125 minutes for our Iron Man 2 movie, and let's count here now. Now, columns are vertical, rows are horizontal, which is why the columns that support your house are called columns. Pretty amazing. But okay, so this is in our third column, but programming doesn't allow us to use the number 3 because that'll be out of bounds. So this is actually 2 because 0, 1, 2, and it's in the second column. But once again, Java programming, we have to go 0 first, then 1 here. So column 2, row 1. Remember, it's row first, so it's 1, I think. I already forgot actually. But anyways, let's just see what happens. Get data. Okay, 125 minutes. So that example should get you going to get values out of any option, not any option, any field. So okay, that's done. Now let's add code to use this row in this column. I'm going to change this variable name to row, change this variable name to column. Already did that. Okay, source. Now let's change this to row and column because okay, so obviously we got an error now, but we're gonna fix that. So let's name our spinners. Okay, our spinners are renamed to row and column, but spinners use an integer. So int row equals. Oh, and I actually made a mistake here. This should be row, and let's put this as column. Sorry if I'm confusing you guys. Column. Okay, so int row. Let's just put int. Oh, damn it. Let's do some multitasking code here. Column equals, and wow, fading hard. Okay, so we have to get the value, and we have to get the value at the column. So column dot get value, and we need an integer. This has to be an integer. You can see we have an error, so let's type in integer in brackets. Okay, so anyways, I just typed out the quick code, and yeah, so just remember this piece of code: integer first in brackets, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we are making use of our spinners to select a row and column. So let's get this John Favreau guy. So this is in column 1. Remember 0 then 1. Column 1 and row 1. Bam, there we go, John. Let's get this 93 minutes. So this is in column 2 and row 2, 93 minutes. Okay, so obviously in real world applications, people would be expecting this column to be column 3. You guys can cater for that. Hopefully you guys have enough knowledge on Java to do that. But if not, no worries, because you probably never want to do this. I guess for a practical application, maybe you have a whole list of movies, and you want to search for all movies above or below 100 minutes. So it'll search those tables, and you get all the movies in a list. You could do that in SQL, and we'll be doing a tutorial on database connections soon. But this is just really quick on how you use tables, spinners. I try to do it 2-in-1 here. Give you guys a bonus for being great subscribers. And if you're not, subscribe to us. And another reason to subscribe is I'm actually working on this program in my own time. It's called Project Jarvis, and it's a home automation project. It's going to be using the Raspberry Pi, Arduino, voice recognition, and I'm going to be doing all of this. You can see my partner Daniil did the nice GUI, and we have all these options here. It looks really cool now. It's going to be in full screen mode, running on the Raspberry Pi, and all of this information is posted on our website, which I've just recently set up, and it's www.vertexdigitalarts.wordpress.com. It's a WordPress site. We obviously don't make money, so we can't have a .com website, but all our stuff will be posted on there. So try to keep up to date with Project Jarvis. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.